Hey, you announced it.
I say it every time.
It's just
Bro,
pepperoni with cheese.
it's, mm, I say it every time, bro.
Good trick. Stupid, man. Stupid.
Look at him.
All right, man. Let's just get to it, man.
Heard Trey coming up here Sunday.
Wait, what's today? Saturday? I keep thinking today's Sunday. So today is Saturday. Today early, obviously. I was saying I was watching Pod on my face was backwards. That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah. So I was telling you that you said that the thing was to your left behind you. Said that like
No,
the
this is to the right. This is to my right.
right. So before you said that it was reversed. So if you want me to switch it, I can switch it for you
Oh, of course. I would love for you to switch that. Be amazing.
because and Trey
This
said
is to
that
my right. Yes.
Trey said it was like that for him as well.
I'm assuming Trey's is to his right too. Or is that to your left, Trey? Those
Are we
Xbox
live right
stuff.
now?
Yes, we're
Yes.
live.
Is your Xbox stuff to your right or to your left?
My Xbox is to my right now.
Okay.
Yeah. You see how his is messed up. And what's funny is, Hunter, I knew yours was right. And I told you that. And you decided to tell me that was wrong. So I just left it alone.
But you were saying, maybe I was confused with your questioning.
Maybe.
How
I left it alone.
I'm looking right now is perfect. Leave it the way it is.
Oh yeah, my favorite too. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's get into it, man. How has everybody been? We're 6 days early. What's going on? Any latest news?
I
You
mean,
know
we got
what's
some news
funny?
to
I
talk
think
about, but
we should probably do our podcast on Saturdays instead of Sundays.
here we go, changing shit.
The moment you start changing stuff, that's the moment everything
Damn.
starts.
Damn.
That's
All
not
right.
true, but
Okay. What's your reason? Yeah.
listen
Let me
to
hear
the
it.
reason. Because Sunday, bro, like you really trying to do this on a after doing this on like multiple Sundays, it's like, damn, man, I want to like relax on Sunday. Like I've been working all week. You know what I'm saying? The last thing I want to do is work some more. And that's what kind of like, I enjoy doing this with you guys, but this is kind of work. This is work. This is not just like a get on a pod thing. Like, and on Sundays, I would like to enjoy some, family time, some me time, just some time of just off of other things,
I just
things.
think distinguishing morning and night. Uh, I would prefer to get it done in the morning, but that's just
I don't want to. I just don't like Sundays. I just don't like it.
well, that's something we can
Okay.
discuss off air.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
thought
mean,
we could
Ian
have
didn't give a
started.
point out first. Ian,
Well, I was
say
gonna
what you're
say
gonna say.
if we had a quick decision right there, I was gonna be open to be like, all right, bet if y'all had something to talk about quick with it.
Well,
I
for
have a
me,
quick
I'd say
decision.
Saturday morning, Sunday morning.
So you talking about?
Either one, don't care. Or like a Wednesday morning. I don't know. I'm just
Oh,
throwing
I
stuff out
enjoy
there.
the morning over the evening.
Yes. Way better.
It just
Just
would.
depends on when trade works.
It just
Honestly,
it just depends. Yeah, Trey. Like you're the one that is not consistent. I can be
I
consistent
mean,
in
to be
whatever I
honest,
do.
with you, Saturday mornings are probably going to be more consistent for me than because Sunday mornings, I work in the morning usually on Sundays, but Saturdays I usually don't work
what
on
happens
Sundays.
when someone get breakfast
Huh?
on a Saturday morning?
What?
Niggas want to get
What
brunch.
happens when somebody wants to get breakfast or brunch on a Saturday morning?
That's not going to happen on a Saturday morning.
All right. So
What do you mean it's not going to happen on a Saturday
so
morning?
then
Usually, that's not usually the case on Saturday morning.
so when you work, we just gonna move it to the evening.
Yeah, but I think Saturday mornings would be solid.
So now we're accommodating you,
Haven't
the
we
star of
always
the
been?
show.
No, I think Saturday mornings would be best for everybody.
Hey, you know what? All right, we're there. Saturday mornings. Let's get to it. But I got a game to catch in a second, so let's get this going. You know what I'm saying? I got things I got to do. I got a flight tomorrow. Come back to create. The time is here. Time is of the essence.
Time is now.
It's crazy that you'll be in the air when we're asleep.
Who's gonna be asleep?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We'll
you
sleep for
I never sleep.
midnight, right?
Nah, I'll be asleep.
yeah. Because by the time I can wake up, Hunter will be like 4 hours away.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you probably wake up like 7:38. Yeah, I'll be like 4 hours away.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, I know time.
This time tomorrow I'll be 2 hours away. But yeah, let's get to it, man. Much anticipated Jack Harlow album dropped. LMA dropped. A couple stragglers dropped, but that ain't
Hey, what you
too
looking
much of our
at?
concern right now.
I'm looking at. I'm not looking at anything.
How do we
I
feel
zoned
about this
out.
Jack Harlow album?
You
I mean,
start
I'll
with,
go first.
I'll say you start with LMA. I was talking about.
No, we started Jack Harlow.
Yeah. So, look, I went into this album. I didn't want to expect anything too much because of all the hype surrounding him, but I know how his last album sounded. It sounded pretty good, and I know what type of music he makes, and people expect him to be just some great lyricist. And he's not that, but he has some decent lyrics. But I would say I can really see a lot of Drake influence in this album. He tries to sing a little bit, beat changes, all that type of stuff, flows that are Drake's flows, and I can hear it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad album. I was I was content with it, honestly. I like how
The
when he
album was
changed the beat and he changed his flow and like really got into his
So
bag, it was like a vibe.
what are you rating it?
I hate this.
I love it. I love it. So it gives me
I
an
would
idea of what you're
say
saying.
but I didn't. But the thing is, I didn't keep all the songs
That's
mostly
fine. That's
because
fine.
like
That's
I
fine.
probably won't. I'm not gonna play it like that. But like the songs that were good to me were really good. I give like a 7.5, 7.5.
That's great because that's exactly the number I gave it. 7.5. Wow, huh? We're on the same
Wow.
page.
You guys both gave the album a 7.5.
You want to know why?
I thought
Because
for knowing who Jack Harlow is, bro. I know who Jack Harlow is,
that's how many songs I kept.
and I know he's not just. Yeah, I kept 4. Um,
I kept. Go ahead, huh?
I just know what type of artist he is, bro, and like he has like this hype around him, like he's better than Eminem or something like that. Like he's not that type of rapper. He's just like a. I'm trying to think of he's kind of like a Roddy Rich, but white. But Roddy
I
raps
work.
better.
I got a different analogy than that, but for sure.
I'm just trying to think of like a comparison.
I can feel that. I understand where you're coming from.
Like his first project was smooth. His second project's gonna do great, just like Roddy. And like he just
Wait,
raps like a
so
raps like a.
you
He's
thought his
not
last
he's not
album
like a Logic.
you thought his last album was better than this one?
There was some. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't listened enough.
Okay, what do you think of the album then, bro?
7.5. I kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs. It took me until 6 songs to get into the album. The first 5, I wasn't really feeling it. I'm gonna be honest
Shit,
with you.
Young Harleasy was going crazy.
You
That's
can, but my thing is this,
trans.
bro. This is my thing about Jack. And I have a different analogy of the type of rapper he is. I don't think he's like a lyrical miracle rapper. I think he's the smooth, throw some bars in there. I think he's more of a Snoop Dogg, right? Type of rapper where he's just really cool, chill, smooth. He going in there throwing some. I don't think he's right. Roddy Ricch kind of got different flows and
I was gonna
everything.
say
I think,
say Dom Kennedy too, bro.
or Dom Kennedy, yeah. He's chill, and I'm looking for I'm looking for like light bars, but I'm looking for a mood. When it comes to Jack, I'm looking for a mood. I'm not looking for Eminem. So I got Side Piece. Side Piece was dope, and the second half of that was dope. I kept Movie Star with Pharrell because at first I couldn't get into
That's
it, but then
just
as the beat kept, but as the second half of the song, like beat kept going, like I was like, okay, this is cool. Little Secret is nice. I Got Shot was cool. Churchill Downs is bars, but it's more like because Drake. I like the Blade of Grass. Parent Trap with Justin Timberlake. It was cool. And hearing Lil Wayne on Poison sound like old school Lil Wayne. I like that.
that might be the best track on there, in my opinion.
Poison. So I kept
That
those.
second part was crazy.
Yeah, I liked 7.5. Like I said, I don't want what I don't like from Jack is trying to bar people up. You could be one of the best rappers and not do that. And there are rappers who are ranked in the top 20, 30, 40 who aren't lyrical rappers like that. And Snoop Dogg was one of them, like I said. So if he wanted to stick on that smooth lane, talk about relationships, be cool, be smooth, just make sure the beats are smooth, and he's saying like a bar here and there, just for the Instagram caption, he'd be straight.
So I actually went in thinking I was gonna give this like a 7, 7.5, but I thought it was like an 8.5, 9, bro.
Dang, it's tough.
Yeah, it was actually hitting, bro. I
It
don't know
was
if you
hidden, wasn't
guys,
it though?
I don't know if you guys might have to listen to that again.
No, bro. No. It was
But that
hidden.
joint was,
Like I don't save
It was
these songs
hidden.
because they were. I'm gonna play them back a lot. I didn't want to. I didn't want to say some songs that I was only gonna play maybe like one or two more times.
so
But these songs I'm
it
gonna
seems
play a
like you guys,
lot.
are you guys judging it based on the number of songs you guys are keeping, or
No.
Yes, I'm judging it based off a couple things: replay value, how much I'm going to play it, because that matters.
person? Okay,
How I personally, how much I'm going to play the song, because I can't generally rank it for everybody. I hate when people try to rank it for everybody. I can only rank it for myself.
well, of course.
I can only, yeah. But some people try to say this is a 7. This isn't trying to compare and say this is a general. No, for me, this is 7.5. I can see why someone will give it an 8. I can see why someone will give it a 10. I can see why someone will
I
give
was
it
I
a
don't
gonna
know
see why
12.
about
someone would give it a 10.
but
Whoever's like whoever loves Jack Harlow with a passion will be like, oh, this is the greatest bars of all time. I know it's kind of people. I'm not gonna say their type of.
I don't know why people would give it like a 5 either though. I don't see
I
like how you
see.
could say it was a
I feel
5.
like I get
Some
on his
people who
neck
are
a lot.
haters.
I feel like I get on his neck a lot. So for me to like
Heck yeah.
see it's like 8.5, 9, I was like, bro, this is actually
It was a
playing.
different vibe from like the singles he dropped.
And then the beginning
Like the
was,
nail tech.
yeah, I skipped those, skipped both of those.
Yeah,
But
in the first class.
yeah, the beginning was like, it started out
I
like
got cut off.
straight. It was straight, and then it just kept picking. I'm like, dang, this album getting better. Dang, this album.
That's what I'm
getting better.
saying.
Dang, this album getting better. Dang, this album actually kind of fire.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But I'm
Uh,
saying that's my problem. That's my 7.5. The
and then
first
I'm
half,
like,
the first 5 songs were too slow.
and
That's
then
not true. You didn't listen.
yeah, you couldn't have.
I
Because
had
Young,
the other
like
half
I
of the
said, Young Harleasy is not a slow song, and Snoop Dogg is on that song,
And then you said you didn't like
which kind of confused me why you didn't like it.
you said you didn't like the Parent Trap joint with Justin
I had Parent
Timberlake.
Trap on my phone.
That joint was smooth, bro. JT was going
I
crazy
have
on there
wait,
too.
Ian, I have Parent Trap on my phone.
Hunter
But
said
can I
he
ask you a
didn't like
question?
it.
Oh, Hunter.
No,
Oh.
I never said that. I never said that. I said I didn't like the Pharrell. That joint was weak to me because it's
It
the same
was
Pharrell beat,
okay.
bro.
It was okay. It was
Same
okay.
Pharrell beat.
But
But I'm asking Trey. You said you're comparing him to Snoop Dogg. He has Snoop Dogg on the album. And you don't like that song. That's what I don't get.
What is me comparing someone have to do with liking a song? I just said
Because
that
you
if
put
you
two
had to
people that you
compare
compared
because
next to each other.
I was talking about the style of rap, bro. I was talking about like
Yes,
Snoop or
but
whatever.
I
also,
understand that. But I'm saying, go ahead.
this is just about like with the album thing. Like I liked a lot of songs on here, but I don't really just go out and just play music like that anyway. So for me, the replay value, like I know when a song has replay value. So if I say it has replay value, I don't mean if I'm going to replay it. You see what I'm saying? I'm just talking
Right.
about like, yeah, I could, that's gonna spin. Or maybe if I will spin it, I'll play that. I would play that one again. I'm probably not. I'm probably not gonna play none of these again. Honestly, who knows?
That's why I only save 4 songs.
But
I'm
I
like, I
keep
know
it.
I'm gonna play
Bro,
these.
I don't be saving. I don't be saving. I don't be saving.
Nigga got maximum space on his phone.
Oh, I thought that Dua Lipa trap was whack, to be honest with you.
Nah, it started out dope because of just how he said it, and then after it kept going over and over, it's like, all right, we get to do
Yeah, it's like a little
it.
corny.
Yeah, then it was more corny.
It was whack.
But it started out
That's why I
fire.
didn't put it on there. First, that didn't stay on there. First class, nah.
Worst
I do
song
anything
on
to
there
make you
was
smile.
First
I didn't
Class.
like that.
Worst song on there, First Class, bro.
Yeah, them bars are weak.
But I'm saying,
I
like,
think Nail Tech is the worst on there. I hate that shit.
I didn't keep Nail Tech either. Or State Fair.
But like I said, I think the best songs on there is Poison and Young Harleasy, and it's because both have beat switches and both he gets in a bag. Like he sound like Drake, bro. I thought he was Drake on the Poison. I'm like, what?
yeah, right.
Who do you think you've been thinking? I'm like, who do you
Right.
think you're doing? Like you've been hanging out with him way too much to be trying to be taking his
Too much,
flows. I'm
bro.
like,
But he was
and I
saying,
think Drake. I'm low-key thinking Drake wrote that song, bro.
and it
I think he
sounded
wrote
like
that song.
it sounded like 100%,
Literally,
100%.
he was like,
But the
that shit was
bars
gas,
were
though.
straight from the Drake dictionary.
Bro. Bars, flow, everything.
It just too much.
Like
And he was
you know,
singing
Lil Wayne,
like
yeah. And he was singing.
I was like, come on,
Like,
bro. But it was
what do you think you're
Flames.
doing
It was
here?
Flames, so it was
He
Flames.
said,
Dang, 7.5. I gotta give it at least an 8, bro.
You shit to give him okay after my rhythm. Hey, he started talking crazy on there.
Yeah, y'all gotta give
Nah,
it.
bro, I think it was really good album, bro. Not really good, but I thought it was good, bro. I don't mind saying an 8. Like, I can see why you give it an 8, 8.5. Every song was good to me except the ones that got played all the time on TikTok. But other than that, like, I was impressed. I just said I was impressed because I thought it was gonna be trash. So, Trey, why do you just sit there?
You're talking.
Sucking. You shave again,
You're
Trey?
talking. No. It's just the light, bro. Everything's growing in.
Yeah, the mustache is a little thicker.
It
Yeah, that
is.
mustache
That's how
come
my
in.
mustache grows.
That mustache come in first.
I gotta trim it.
I mean,
Uh,
I feel like mine kind of
Joseph Stalin.
Joseph Stalin. That's the name he comes up with, bro.
Hey, all right, let's go. Let's go to this LMA album. King finds where he shine.
I ain't get that spin.
Hey, that shit fire, bro.
Did you play it? Did you listen
9.5.
to
I
it?
ain't listen to that.
No, we didn't listen to it. That shit's 9.5, bro. Fire. Top to bottom. I only didn't like one song.
9.5. And what song didn't you like?
It pulled up.
If he said one, I think
9.5, like what? So it's almost a perfect album, is what you're saying.
Almost
he's
perfect,
biased
bro.
to
I'm not biased. I'll tell you.
all
I'm gonna break
R&B
it. I'm gonna break
albums.
it.
He is.
I
Every
said
R&B
Kehlani
album
was
he
like.
said has been a 9.
I said Kehlani was a
On
7.5.
average. On average.
You can't even say that. That would make no sense. We
You
ain't
said
even done that
Lucky
many
Day was
R&B
a
albums.
10.
That Lucky Day
You
was
said
a
Lucky
10.
Day
It
was
was
a
a
10.
10.
No, it wasn't.
You said
Lucky Day
LMA's
was
a 9.5, which is 19.5. You said Kaylani was a 7.5. That's 27. 27 divided by 3 is what? 9.
Right, that's 3 albums. We only done 3 R&B albums.
And
Hey,
on
that's you
average,
ranking
you
them as
said
a
they were
9 on
9.
average.
That's crazy. Can we do
But it's the
10 R&B
facts.
albums and then rank based
But
on
it's the
that?
facts. It doesn't matter.
It's a
At the
fact.
last 3, you're ranking them 9s. So that I don't like that.
Why? There's only 3 albums we've done. That's a
It's
small.
all right.
That's a
On average.
small.
It's all right. We'll
That's a
see.
small
Okay.
pool.
It's
You're right. You're
hey,
right.
just know that it's out of the first 3. How about that? It's your
It's an average of
ranking
9.
of
That's
9.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. But I said
Continue
Kehlani
though.
7.5.
What don't you like about it,
Anyways,
bro? What's on?
I didn't like the song "Sink or Swim" really, to be honest with you. But everything else I liked it throughout the whole entire album. I will say this:
Would you
Lotto
keep? How many
came
you
through.
keep? How many you keep?
Well, there's
And that's
15
what there's.
songs,
All
so I
right.
kept 14.
You kept all 14 songs besides the
Yes,
one. Wow.
yes, bro. Let me tell you what Ella May does that Kehlani doesn't do, which is important for R&B. Ella May is that early 2000s, late like that 2000 2010 R&B vibe that people love to hear, and people miss hearing in R&B. And she does a really good job being in that pocket. And she can really sing for real, for real. She's like she had a song on here called I think it's "Break My Heart."
Breaking my heart, say let me again. Undo this hurt, call you walk at the door, you walking on my line.
That is funny.
I think that there's a song like on there. I think it's called "Break My Heart," but it's like it reminded me of if she was. This song would have been on the radio, bro. What I'm saying is, if this album dropped in early 2000 or in the mid 2000s, this would be a classic to people back then. And I don't think this is getting the much respect that it needs to get because y'all saying boo. But what I'm saying
I
is,
haven't said a word yet.
I
I
didn't
was looking at
listen
your
to the
face.
album.
I'm gonna assume you. So what I'm saying is I could hear this song between going if that song played, then Señorita by Justin Timberlake played, then Caught Up by Usher played. That would be a sequence on the radio at that time.
So
And I
that
feel
So
like
you're judging by radio hits now?
no, I'm just saying that this song isn't a radio hit now, but back then it would have been a radio hit. I think the
And
album
that's what makes
collectively
the
is
album
I feel
9.5.
like if it's a radio hit, it's gonna be a radio hit, no matter what.
well, she got Not Another Love Song, and she's got DFMU, and she's got Leave You Alone, which are all radio hits. She got 3.
Wasn't the Weeknd's whole album radio hits?
Yeah, what are we saying here?
Just make the album good.
If the album's
Yeah,
banging
but that
like
was
that, it's
like
for the radio. It's for the radio.
Weekends, right? But the Weekend's whole bro, Caught Up back then. It's not going to be playing on the radio now. Usher.
It still plays on the radio.
If it was a single for this time being, it would not be on the radio.
You're talking like
You
mainstream.
wouldn't know
You're
that.
talking about, like,
We
a
can't
certain-
know
If it was-
that.
What type of radio, bro? Like, where radio that plays everything.
We're not
What
okay.
type of radio.
If you want to talk about Caught Up, it's still being played on the radio. It's a classic. That's why it's playing still. But if you drop it now in this time
Well,
period,
Usher is a classic artist. And that's why his song is on there.
Yeah,
so if
bro, that's
Usher
not a
dropped his
good-
song
that's
today,
not
it's
good.
still gonna be on the radio.
can y'all just take time to understand what I'm saying instead of just trying to be argumentative? What I'm saying is,
not.
Caught Up. When that Caught Up dropped at that time, it was a hit on the radio. That was a song for that time period.
Why?
If Caught Up drops now with the people of art, if the people with the age group that's out right now listening to music, that's not going to be on the radio.
Yes, it is. That's the point.
Nah.
That's the point. We're not
Why
arguing.
is
We're
Chris
just
Brown always
moving
on the
it
radio,
forward.
Trey?
Usher has singles that aren't on the radio now that he drops. So what are y'all talking
Why?
about?
Usher doesn't make good music now.
That's crazy. He does.
Not like that, Trey. Not like that. Just because it's good. When I say good
Bro,
music,
that's
I
like
don't
the
mean it
equivalent
sucks.
of Jay-Z, bro.
Yes.
Jay-Z's not gonna get radio play nowadays like that. No new songs. Past his time.
I got, hey, y'all not trying to get what I'm saying, and that's fine.
No.
But this album is
Just said-
1995. It's tough. The music is great. Her sounds are great. She's sang great. And honestly,
Can I go?
bro,
Can I go?
You can't really talk right now. You didn't listen to the album.
I
you
haven't.
let me
I had
go.
no
So let
opinions
me
about the
go.
album. I haven't made one opinion about the album.
I said because you haven't listened to it.
So I never made one about it.
So if you had listened to it, you probably could make a better understand where I'm trying to come from.
Can I
You heard the song.
listen
That
to the
had
album?
nothing to do
So,
with what I said, so it didn't matter.
I listened to the album. Hi.
Go
me.
ahead.
I listened to it.
Okay,
I don't
Bill speak.
care.
I don't think it's a 9.5. I think that's a stretch.
I mean, wait, what have you ranked R&B albums since you've been ranking them? Since we talking about my
I
ranks,
had
what you been ranking?
Kehlani
Every
7.
time?
I gave Kehlani a 7. I gave Lucky Day a 9, I believe.
You did not. You didn't even rank
What-
it. You just said you liked it. You didn't even rank it.
And you're saying that because that refutes your point. That's the reason you're saying that. You don't know. You don't
I'm
even
not
remember.
saying that. Yes, I do, because I was the only one who listened to the album.
And then I came back the
I
next
listened
week
to
and
that.
told you how I felt about it.
And I came back the week after.
Ian said it was great, didn't he?
I said I thought it was, I wasn't 10, but because Trey was saying like this is a
So that's
classic thing.
16. I was gonna give
It's a
LMA's album like
Grammy
a
winner.
7.5,
Bro,
8.
just 'cause
I
it's a
got bored
Grammy
with some
winner,
songs.
Macklemore is a Grammy winner. Like, what are we talking about?
That's different.
Yeah, it's always different when a white man gets involved.
It always is. Hip hop too, especially.
Hey, bro, I don't know, man. I was kind of
Ew.
some songs like some of them just didn't sound good to me, and some a little boring. I really liked the I kept 2 songs. I really liked the Lotto song. That song go crazy. That will get
Crazy. A lot of
ultimate play. That will go on sex playlist 100%. And the Lucky Day one
That's still a thing.
100%. Of course, you gotta set the mood
course.
right. Playing music, I gotta play music. I'm not just gonna sit there in silence. Catch a vibe. Catch a vibe. Hey,
Hey, Hunt.
nah, but
Hey,
yeah.
Hunt,
Check-
you need to get back home and play these songs in the car, bro. I need you to get back in the car.
Bro,
I need you to get
I
back in the
know.
car.
I need car play. That's why, like, it's
I need you to
hard
get back in
to
the
even, like,
car, bro. Yes.
and
I
just
need you to
drive
get
on
in
the
the car.
highway. Yeah.
Yes,
it's
I need
hard,
you to,
bro.
bro. It hits different in the whip.
I agree. So I think all of my rankings and just in general would probably go up at least a half point, if not a full point, for sure. At least at the bare minimum, if I played them in the
Yeah,
car.
if you heard the Lucky Day I heard the Kehlani album.
But look, now this goes back to a couple things though. If I heard Yeet in the car, it would have been 1,000. if I heard Baby Child in the car, it would have went to 1,000. Like that's the thing. That's why I can't have car plays.
No, I heard
Y'all
Baby
be
Child.
mad at
That
me.
shit was ass. That shit was
Y'all
ass.
be mad at me. I'm gonna play some Yeet in the car, and that joint gonna feel like I'm
Hey,
flying while I'm
Yeet is-
driving.
he is good in the car, but Bad Baby Child in the car is ass.
Shoot, I'm about to be cruising to it. I can't. I'm cruising for a bruising. All right, no. But on the real though, it has some good songs, just like the Jack Harlow thing. I know there's good music in there too. I just didn't save some of them because I know I'm not going to just play them a lot. I'll play these 2 a lot. I know that for a fact. So that's where I came from with that. But it is a good album. I'm not going to say it's bad. I hope, and hopefully we see her on the radio for sure. Say what?
Well, 3 of the songs are on the radio, but what are you ranking it?
Oh, I'd say like a 7.5, 8. I told you 7.5, 8. You gave it a 9.5, Trey. This like a lot of albums don't get no 9.5s.
I haven't given a lot
That's
of
damn
albums
near
9.5.
perfect. No, in life, there's like 9.5s to me are like Take Care. That's a 9.5.
That's fine,
to
but we're
me.
talking,
Man, I
we're
thought
talking
the
about R&B
weekend.
right now,
I thought the
bro.
weekend Starboy had to be either 9.5, 10. It was right
That's
there.
what I'm saying. It's like when you say 9.5, bro. Like that's no misses. That is
Like-
every single song is a hit. Boom, boom.
Are you telling me
boom,
Ella
boom.
May's song, like album, is like that type stuff?
To me,
Well,
He's
I
gonna stick
guess
to
you would
that,
say
bro.
to
He's
you
sticking
for
to that for
everything.
sure.
To me. Like, yeah, I bet.
I
to
mean,
you. Like,
bro, I
can
think
you, like,
You can't
anyone
stick to
who
your gun, bro. You
I
don't
think-
have to
okay,
stick to your
fine.
guns, bro.
I think anyone who listens to R&B are going to listen to this album and say this is it.
I ain't.
That's it.
I listen
If
to
you
R&B.
really- You do, but you're
You
not.
think
an
I just
R&B
listen to
head.
hip hop?
I don't.
You do.
I don't think R&B is your passion and love like your hip hop is.
I don't have a passion or love for no type of music. I just love all music.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if you do.
certain ones.
Because who says stuff like this is boring? It's R&B, bro.
I
What
said
you-
her
what you mean?
song was boring. The song was
Right.
boring.
Right. So who listens to songs like this and say it was boring?
It's not supposed to give me no hype or nothing like that. The lyrics are boring. They're tired out. I've heard this before.
yeah, I
The
don't-
From where?
sound isn't there.
I-
I don't like the way you're
R&B,
singing.
bro.
It's boring. It's putting. You can say that about any R&B song. Not every R&B song is not boring. Like I cannot say that.
just because it's not slow. Or just because
Like these are boring songs.
I'm listening to the album today.
I didn't call it Justin Timberlake's 2020 experience boring.
Yeah,
all
Well,
it
it's
the
not
songs
flames,
R&B.
bro.
It's pop.
Flames too.
But everything wasn't fast. Everything wasn't fast.
I know, but you have Timbaland on the beat. That's what I'm talking about. You listen, bro.
Hey, you're the producers.
Right, but you're
Come
talking about
on.
Timbaland. Well, she signed to DJ Mustard.
Well, okay, DJ Mustard. What do you mean? He's him. Dijon, and his name Dijon?
What I'm saying is that this album compared to her first album like 5 years ago is a complete upgrade.
I liked the album 5 years ago.
I did too, and this album is a complete upgrade from that. Complete growth.
Teach their own.
Do y'all think that like women artists kind of like sound the same?
No,
it's
the
a
Kehlani
select
sound
few.
like
I tell Hope this all the
it sound like
time.
Summer.
Because
Summer sound like SZA.
I don't know.
No,
I
it's
can't
a distinct
listen.
sound. It's that
I-
folk tale African.
If you play SZA, Ella May, Summer Walker, and it's somebody else on the radio, I don't know the difference.
in Georgia Smith or
I don't know. No, not her, because she has.
And Georgia's good, bro. It's the sounds, bro. It's like you're you're not enunciating properly. You sound like you're. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, there's only two artists. There's only two artists who sound like that, and that's SZA and
It's a forced
Summer.
vibe. It's a forced vibe.
I don't
And
know.
Summer
Forced
and SZA are the only people who sound like.
What's
If
her-
you listen to her, Ella May, SZA, Summer, Kehlani, the only two people who sound similar who make some music is Summer and SZA. The other three are her, Ella May.
Nobody said Kehlani.
I'm
no one
bringing.
said
He
Kehlani.
said that. He said women R&B artists sound the same.
No, I didn't say.
So
Nope, that's not what I said. Now that's not what I
Okay,
said.
then what do you say then?
I said
You can't tell the difference. That's what you said. You can't tell the difference. So maybe they sound the same.
No, because when you say that, it sounds like I said all women artists, and that's not true.
R&B.
And I
That's what I
didn't say
said.
that either. I just said it sounds like a lot of artists. I can't tell the difference between a lot of artists. That's what I said. They sound the same to me. That's what I said.
Man, try to make you sound misogynistic.
Exactly what he
No.
did. Yeah, no,
I did not
that's
say that.
what you did.
What I said, no, what I was gonna say
Women
is
artists
you
sound the
just don't
same.
listen.
I didn't say that.
No, what I was gonna say was you just don't listen to R&B music, so you can't tell the difference.
I do listen to
Well,
R&B.
your boy here has listened to all of it, and I
You
will
listen
say,
to 2000s and 90s R&B. You don't listen to current R&B.
I listen to good music that comes through my ear.
bro, he's annoying. Nah, hey, Ian is annoying when he be saying stuff like that. I don't get
I
that.
think
That is so
it's good.
annoying.
If it's
Why,
That is so
D?
annoying.
It's good.
no,
That is so
well,
annoying.
wait. So you don't listen to music that you deem is good?
I do.
So what are
You
you
have to find
talking
out
about?
if
But
it's good or not.
what you make it seem like is like all the stuff that y'all listen to Yeah,
That's an
there's only a
assumption.
select.
That's not
Wait,
something I
There's
said.
only a select
That's
few
hearsay.
people.
That's hearsay.
Hey, hearsay. There's
That's
only a select.
hearsay.
Hey, he's like, there's only a select few people that creep through the sound waves that get to my head, and I deem is worthy of my headphones. That's what you do.
No,
It's like
I just wait for music to come by, and if
He
I hear
said. He
it and if it's
said.
good, I say it's good.
Ian has a
He
God
said
ear.
no.
The God ear.
Nah, he said the God ear.
No, I'm in the industry though. I'm in the industry.
You know I got that from, right?
Yes, Trey. Yes,
The
yes,
God
I
ear.
do. Yes, I do know. So I laughed. Yo,
Oh Lord.
that man's goofy, man.
Let's move on, man. Let's move on. Quick.
Little update.
God
Hot
ear
topic.
memes.
Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. That's all I'll say.
I like to say something. I like to say something. I would like to say that two
That's your
things.
guy, ain't it?
No, I would say two things. Because I used to watch I used to watch Kevin when he first started, and then I kind of like just stopped watching. But I'll
This is
explain
gonna
the
be
whole
very
thing.
interesting. I gotta hear this.
Right.
Wait,
So
wait. Is it about like him at all? Or
yeah,
all right. Are you about to like really talk?
really talk.
All right. Let me just say this then before you do. I think it's wrong how they try to on the internet say like the misogynistic self-appointed guru. I think that's wrong. You shouldn't sham somebody like that, no matter what. You shouldn't put your feelings involved in that and try to influence
I
other
want to get into
people.
that too.
All right, that's all I want to say.
So the first part I want to say is about people first, and is that people are showing, although you don't like someone, the way you react to someone's death or anything shows something about your character as well. And it's showing that you're an asshole and you're shitty as well. I don't care how bad what a bad person says. He may have said some things that may have hurt people's feelings and some things that I don't agree with. And he's created a lot of people in the manosphere that have taken some of the stuff he said and they've gone far left with it. And they've messed it all up. But at the same time, I don't think it's right because a mother lost a son, a daughter lost a father, a person lost a friend, and so on. And so for them, this is a very personal, sad moment. Regardless of what people want to call it, for his close people, it's hurting them. And I don't think it's cool for people to come on here and do that because it shows their true colors as well. What I want to get into Kevin is that I don't necessarily agree with how he brought the information to the forefront, but some of what he said is true. And me and him agree on some things. I want the black family to be together. Me and him agree on that. We do. Although you don't agree with everything someone does, there are points where you do agree with. In the black family together, black men stepping up, some black women not being able to take criticism or being delusional. That's true. I agree with some of that stuff. I've said that stuff on my TikToks, but I've said it differently and I've approached it differently, and it's allowed me to get certain type of people who come to my page and see certain things. And what I would say is what he did more than anything is open up the conversation bigger than what it was, because we weren't having this conversation. We were just letting women say black men ain't shit, and black men weren't standing up for themselves. We were just taking the shit and just moving. And I think finally we're at a place where we're saying, no, there's a lot of us that are great guys, and some of y'all are choosing these terrible dudes. It's opened up the future Russell Wilson conversation. It's opened up a lot of conversations to show, no, you guys have to start taking the responsibility for your actions, for choosing poor men. And at the same time, it's also shown that us as men have to step up and come at the dudes who act foolish, and we got to better ourselves too. It's a lot of stuff that's benefiting all of us. I would just say that he just chose I feel like after he got his clout, after he got his million YouTube subscribers or whatever, that was the time to kind of change the tone and fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like at that point, when you got everyone listening now you can come from a more healthy perspective and kind of clean up that stuff. But he never did. He kept, doing egging it on. So And that's something I'm out with because y'all know I don't bash, and I don't bash black women, but sometimes he was bashing.
Yeah, he was calling
But
him
sometimes at the
fat. He
same
was
time,
calling him slobby.
yes, and that's not cool. But sometimes,
Let me ask you
although
something.
he was,
Huh?
let me finish. I don't want to finish this last statement. Although he was doing that and that was trash, there were some few instances where some of those women would come on his show and be like, "We're coming aggressive already," so he came back aggressive. Do two wrongs make a right? No. As a man, in my personal opinion, from what he says, I wish he took his own advice. As a man, you're supposed to be here. I don't react to that. I'm here. I'll be respectable no matter what you say.
So
The
does people like when people go on his podcast, and I don't. This isn't me making an opinion,
I
so
haven't watched
don't
it in months, bro.
misconstrue it. When people go to his podcast, women or men, they know what to expect from what he's like done in the past, right? Like what he said to people or anything like
Yeah.
that.
With the
So
people
them
that go to the
choosing, first of
podcast.
all, why do they go to the podcast knowing what he could possibly say to you? One. And two, if you already know what he could possibly say to you, don't the people that go on there willingly do that? I'm not saying they should expect to get cooked or whatever, but like, don't they already have in their mind like it's possible that I get cooked, and everybody else is taking offense to it when the people that are actually on the podcast aren't necessarily doing so?
See, I think
Um,
what's not shown are the people that he's actually helping.
Yeah, and I said that before. Remember, I texted you guys. I'm like, well, all the clips that go viral, they go viral for a reason
Yeah.
because they have something in there that people disagree with and can stir up controversy. But all the other millions of videos or podcasts that he's done that
For
don't pop up,
years.
obviously they're not viral worthy because he's either saying something that's right or he's not saying something that's really necessarily controversial to the
Controversial. He's
masses.
just yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you've seen a lot of bad things, you've heard a lot of bad things, but in the same breath, do we know if what the percentage is to, what I'm saying, does it matter? I don't necessarily know. It's not really my place to just answer because I don't really have an opinion on it. But I do think it's weird, like you said, that people are happy they died. I don't think he wasn't killing out here, killing nobody, doing nothing crazy. He just had opinions that didn't match with yours, and
Right? Man, like he out here
and
starting really killing people
it's
right
different
now.
if he was starting
Terrorists.
a war, if he was a white supremacist, you know what I'm saying, a KKK member, you know what I'm saying, like
Y'all just happy another black man dead.
something, I don't know, just something like that's really causing a lot of real controversy, not, you know what I'm saying, the other stuff that people really expect to hear when they go on the show. Like if I went on the show and I was overweight, I know in the past that he's come at overweight people. If like, you know what I'm saying, so why'd I go on in the first place?
But yeah, and in the same breath, bro, like Trey, you're absolutely right. He definitely came off the things he said, and he definitely could have changed. But I think that's what made him, people don't want to change what they got going on, because then people are always gonna say what,
Yeah,
you change, you're different now, da 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 da. But for the most part, like some of them people needed reality checks because they thought that like
shit was sweet.
yeah, and you think that just because something is supposed to be one way, that you could just have your cake and eat it too, and that's just not how life is. And the way that he went about it, the people that looked up to him, which I'm not somebody that looks up to this dude, but
Right.
all the men, the alpha crew, um,
Alpha crew.
the alpha crew that looks up to him,
The Alpha Crew.
they just took it too far left.
Way too far left.
Yeah, to a
They missed
point
the
where
point. They missed the point.
they missed the point to where it's y'all just all right and go be some dudes, go date each other then type stuff, just go
Right,
be
yeah.
or just go be single. When the conversation
If
is
I could
back there.
summarize Kevin Samuel's main points real quick. One, the black family needs to be together. Man and woman. That's his first main point. Two, men, you need to better yourselves. Go to the gym, work out, get your lives together, get jobs, work. You can't be a provider. You can't protect nobody if you don't have a job, if you don't work out, if you don't do your thing. And then find value in yourself and find a woman who's worth what you have to offer too, because you are worth something, just like they're worth something. And then lastly, for women, it's find healing in the trauma that you've had in the past. Stop holding There's only so many men who make so much money. Why is it that other races can date the average man, the average or the teacher, and you can't, and still respect him? The whole point is let's love each other, let's respect each other. Although he didn't do it out of love and out of respect, I can still hear the points. Those are the points. It's not like I think that I think everyone who speaks, when they speak, there's some truth in what they say. You have to pick the truth out. You don't take everything and then run with it, but you take the bits and pieces that make sense, and you say, okay, this is what it is. I think a lot of people, like I said, I was no fanboy, so it's not like, you know what I'm saying, I don't worship Kevin Samuels. But when I did hear him speak, when he first came out, and I was like, man, I want to hear what he's talking about. Those are the points I picked up on. And I was like, oh, well, this is what he's about. This is all I really need. I don't really need to watch this no more. I'm out. And so that's what I feel like we as people, we need to do a lot better at listening, interpreting, and understanding, and moving forward with what the information we got. Because we don't have to sit there. Black women did not have to sit there and take the things that he said. They didn't have to. You didn't have to pay him no attention for the stuff he said. Because a lot of it was foul. You could just take the message or whatever you heard him talk about, dipped and said, I ain't really trying to hear anything else you gotta say, because you know what I'm saying, he rude as hell. But that's all I really gotta say about it.
Also, this is not even just about Kevin Samuels, but just because you get information from somebody that you don't like, don't mean it might not be the right information that you need to hear. You know, if you're a drug addict, if you're on cocaine, and Donald Trump tells you that you're a cocaine addict, you need to get off cocaine. Just because Donald Trump said it, don't mean that you don't need to get off of it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people do that too much. You still got the right word. You just didn't like to hear from who you wanted to hear from.
Right. That happens all the time.
All the time.
We need to we just need to do better. So we just need to do a better job as people as picking the information we need to hear.
And to stop taking offense as well.
And leave the rest of us. Yeah. Leave the rest.
Quick to take offense at things.
Yeah. But more shout out condolences to his family more than anything. I just feel for his family, his mom, his daughter. We hate singing, you know, people leave early. Anything else. And we've dealt with our own stuff, so I can feel where they're coming from. So I'm not with that talking crazy stuff.
Why are men making laws about women's bodies? Why, as a society, do we deem that okay? I do not. Maybe one of you guys have a different opinion, but I personally do not. And I don't think it's okay
I think
for them to control their pregnancies
so.
if they do not want to bear a child.
I don't think it's just men controlling, because when you think about it, it's not just because the men are saying things, because these men that are making some of these decisions, their wives believes in that same thing. So it's not like these men are just, we have to get rid of that because all we're doing now is putting men against women again.
That's true.
This just came to my mind, but the root of it is probably into Christianity, where
that's where I was gonna go.
Where they see it as murder. So when you see it as murder, now it's against the Bible. So it's a religious issue. It's not a man versus woman thing. It should be a church versus the
Publican Christianity.
We have a separation between church and state.
Church and state has to have a separation, and that's what the discussion should be about. Not about man picking. I just don't like that. We're just continuing to go.
So I got two things to say. That first about the wives thing. So that is very true. I think I'm pretty sure more Republicans want this law to be passed.
Christian.
But I know Christian
white
and this is the thing. I believe in God, all that type of stuff. Pray, spiritual, all that. But as a person that believes in God, I don't think it is the right for us or the country to hold everyone else in that same standard that doesn't believe. And you're not supposed to force them or make them to believe anything, first of all, like just people in general. So for you guys to try to force people to live to biblical standards that you believe in this case, then
That's not even written.
that's yeah, it's
That's
not
you,
even written,
your
first of
that's
I
all.
your
mean, in the Bible.
that's your interpretation. However you
For you to do
interpret
that and then enforce that on everybody else just isn't right. That's not even just a Christian thing. That's not the Christian way. You don't force your beliefs on anybody else. That's the first problem there. So I think that's unfair in itself. And then they got it in cases of rape and abuse and all this type of stuff that you still have like, and all these babies, there's all these babies that have not even been adopted yet. You know what I'm saying? Why aren't these babies adopted if all these people are pro-life? It's because they don't care about the baby once it's born. Because it's going to become another worker, make more money for them. It is. They always try to use this. They could cure cancer. They could. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking about that when it comes to these babies. You just want to control the narrative. And then another thing is, it isn't pro life when we're talking about um, people dying to the police hands. It's not pro life when gay or transsexual people are being attacked.
with people that are already alive,
Yes, it's not
living,
pro-life to
breathing,
the people that
walking.
are living and breathing. It's pro-life to an organism. You know what I'm saying? That's weird to me. So that, and I just think it's stupid, bro. I think it's stupid. Um, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I just think it's more of a it's a Republican Christianity thing. I understand where Ian's coming from on the men versus woman thing because
It's just that the
even
white
I
men are in
post
power, so of course it's gonna feel like the white
yeah,
men
yeah, yeah.
are. But the real
So
case is it's a Christianity Republican thing.
yeah. What I would say is this, because I'm gonna agree with that and add something else before I add the opposite gender into what I'm gonna say. Majority of people in law are men, especially in the Supreme Court. So I can understand why people would say majority of people who would vote on it would be men, so they get to decide. But at the same time, I was watching this chick,
I
Ohio,
seen
this old
that.
lady in Ohio, and she's talking about it's against da 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 da. And I
If
saw
the
another
baby
chick
was
in
13 years old,
yeah,
the
I see a
child was
bunch
13
of
years
different
old
stuff.
having the baby.
Yeah, 13-year-old, she should have the baby and go through. Like, nah, there's a certain
You really think that's okay?
I've seen certain women come out there and talk crazy, and that's the Christianity ideology that they made up, that those people made up. That just that kind of that just it's just a bad taste, bro. It's a bad taste. It's a bad look. And like I said, like I understand why people say men because men make the majority of the rules, especially when men are the majority judges in the Supreme Court and they get to run it down. But at the same time, like you said, yeah, there are women who are out here who are also advocating for pro-life, no abortion. There's nothing wrong being pro-life or pro-choice. You can be pro-life. You just
For
can't force
you.
other people to be
Yeah,
pro-life.
just being that for yourself. Exactly.
Yeah, it's being there for yourself. If you get, God forbid, if you are pro-life and get raped, just stick to your pro-life and see the baby through. But if someone's pro-choice and they say, "Well, I got raped and I don't believe I should go through this because that's not the person I love, it's not the person I did. I got violated. I shouldn't go through this." They shouldn't have to go through it. It's their choice.
It's
Even
weird, bro.
if you're in a relationship with someone and you love them and you guys do it, but you're not ready for a child, you should still have the right to do it because you're not ready for it yet. It works.
Yeah,
It
they
works
can,
in
we can put
all
them up for
facets.
we can put them up for adoption. You don't have to
You
have
put it for
them.
that's
No one's even getting, bro. There's so many unadopted
Isn't
babies out there.
adoption, bro. People in foster care, the kids are getting hurt and treated poorly in foster care. Like that's not the best place. This
Come
lady is
on,
talking
man.
about the American people care about, our adoptions. No, you don't, because there's tons of kids who are still there's tons of parents who are still waiting to adopt. There's tons of kids in foster care who are getting violated, who are getting sexually assaulted and everything in the foster care system and being abused. So no, it's not the best place sometimes for our kids. So let's stop the cap. If a woman wants to do that, she has the right to do that, especially in the first trimester. This is what I believe. If you get pregnant in the first 3 months, I think in the first 2 months you should be able to get that abortion, get taken care of, get out the way. That's why I
I'm
think it.
thinking like the
I think
first,
it gets
like you can do it for a while, bro. As long as you're not like, it can come out and it's like can start breathing and hanging out and stuff like
because
that.
the heartbeat hits at the
Yeah,
third or fourth month.
heartbeat. They be talking about the nails. I don't give a rat's about that, bro. If you not really putting no bump out here, you ain't here, bro.
Hey,
You ain't here.
we're talking about.
Heartbeat,
Hey,
heartbeat, smart beat.
Heartbeat,
what we're talking
smart beat,
about
bro.
is that's
Heartbeat,
funny.
heartbeat,
We're
bro.
talking about what we're talking about is this is my belief, right?
Yeah, of course.
But I'm pro-choice. So whatever
Yeah.
you want to, I'm not going to tell you what when you feel like it's the right time for that. I just feel when I feel it's the right time for
Yeah,
it.
but definitely, if
So
somebody gets like raped, sorry, I should say the R word. But something like that happens, or what's the other one?
Family member. You never just
Somebody's about
anything,
to,
bro.
yeah, or somebody's about to like the mother's about to die.
Who's about to
Like,
die?
come on, bro. Like, we really gonna do this? You know what I mean? So, I don't agree.
yeah,
Moving on. Guess we'll yeah. How do we feel about okay? So Pete Davidson obviously got his Kim K's kids tatted on him, initials. In general, to take it off of him, a step boyfriend, not even a father, step boyfriend gets your child's initials tatted on them. Is that not weird?
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
I don't know.
He's a freak, bro. If I'm Kanye, like I feel so bad for him because I know he's going through the craziest spiritual battle. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude's like a weirdo. But I mean, Kanye's already a weirdo too. Don't get me wrong. But this dude's a weirdo, bro. And if Kim's
Bro, it's
allowing
not
that,
even his
and
child.
Kim's cool with that weirdo, like it says a lot about her too. So I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, the only thing I want to do is like, I would just try to go to the see how many times I can see my kids and just be the best father I can be. This is just me. Like, I know people try to justify how they would like live life and things like this. But when you get to a certain point, you have to take care of yourself, take care of your peace. And when your kids are older, let them decide how they want to move. You know what I'm saying? And you can only do what you can do. And of course, people will feed their kids blasphemy. This is for all the, black fathers out there that go through that as well, with mothers who feed their kids blasphemy about them. When they're old enough, you can only do the things that you can control. If they play sports, you're at the game. If he wants to talk to you or not, didn't matter. You at the game. Because when he's older, he's gonna be like, "Nah, my dad was at the game." You know what I'm saying? Even though he was fed like lies, he's gonna come to a realization that, nah, this joint was lying to me,
And
mama.
they're gonna Google everything when they
And
get
Google
older.
everything. So, when it comes down to it, you got to protect your peace as much as you can.
And they 100% will Google everything when they get
Pete
older.
Davidson's a loony though, bro. Like, dude, just like, first off, why you even want? Why?
Yeah, I don't know why you got them tattoos, but it's insane.
It's a creep.
That's
Weirdo.
it's like. I mean, I guess you can get it covered, but come on, what are we trying to prove here? 5-6 months.
Ain't got nothing you want to say.
Like, nigga, say something. You just sitting there. We quiet for 10 seconds.
I know I was listening to y'all. What y'all talking about, bro? Like y'all.
Bro, we were done for
I
10
was done.
seconds,
He
bro.
was
We're
done.
just looking
He
at
stared
you.
at you. You stared back at him. Y'all made contact like this. Like, dang.
Like, what are you just looking?
How much
You do that
y'all
weird
need?
stuff.
Bro, I mean, I think that
But do you agree? Are you doing it?
No, I'm not telling my kids unless I'm married.
Somebody else's
Okay,
kid.
Right. If I'm married to someone and I have that type of bond with the child, that's a different thing. But I mean,
nah, tattoo
as a
too.
boyfriend, are we gonna let me talk? Because you asked me to talk, and now you're gonna just nah.
Boy, talk.
But I think that I think being a step boyfriend or just a step boyfriend, a boyfriend, and you only been with the girl for like 5 months, you ain't even married or nothing, and you tattooing kids' names on you, like that's wild. Like that's not.
Is that man dead? Are you taking over as the father? You guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Types of additional.
it's more like that. It's like as if you. It's like I get it when you're a stepfather and you take that on like those are your kids. There are some kids who have their step parents and like that's their dad, and we have that relationship.
Totally different.
Like you're my father. That's totally different than a boyfriend and a person that you start dating right after,
Y'all
like
got a
a
little
week
mess.
later, 2 weeks ever, and you got all these issues in the news and everything in the media, and you're gonna get a tattoo of the kiss. That's weird to me, bro. And I don't know the dynamic of the family. I'm not gonna call Pete a weirdo. I think this is weirdo behavior.
Well, I feel like you can
I don't know
attach it
Pete,
to
so
it.
I can't say.
I will say one thing. Kim's got him in some commercials lately. She trying to get his money up. She trying to get his money up because he been in a few commercials lately. I don't see
Who?
Pete.
I ain't seen one.
I ain't never seen him. Like, he was an H&M commercial, like Pepsi. I'm like, hold on. She trying to get boss him up. That's what's going on. We're gonna see him a lot more. Let's keep it pushing, man. Last topic of the day. Let me give it to Trey because he brought this topic to our attention.
Oh, yeah. So I've been on social media, right, on TikTok mainly, and this woman made us. I favorited it, and I think I want to play it because I think that um I want to play it so that we can hear it first, and then we can dissect it. So I've been on social media because they're not saying I think white women are beautiful. They're not saying I have a preference for white women. They're saying that in rebuttal to this conversation because they're tired of the black woman that won't go to the gym. They're tired of the black woman that doesn't have a hot meal ready when he comes home from work. They're tired of shit like that. So they say, you know what? Where can I go now? What can I do now? Because every black woman I encounter got that attitude. I don't need you. I don't want you. I don't got to. Girl, I ain't got to cook. You doing too much. Attitude that have us by ourselves. And I think that's a cop out too. You by yourself because don't nobody want you. And now you just saying you don't get attached. That's what it was back in the days when you was like, oh, I did it myself. I don't want a boyfriend. I want to be cool. I'm in college. Guys aren't ready for a relationship. Did I deserve a relationship? Yes. Did I feel like as a woman that in my heart that I wanted one? Of course. I was just in an environment that wasn't conducive to it. So I conformed.
How
Conformed
long
to
is
being
this?
what you would call, oh, for my college period. Huh?
How long is
Someone's
this?
done this as TikTok.
I was a
Anyways.
hoe.
Yeah, it only had 3 seconds left and you stopped it. But anyways, the point of the matter is that what I like to tell people on my live and everything is that you attract what you see. So I like certain things on TikTok or whatever, and I see certain things in life. If I see black couples on TikTok, I like it, and that's why I see in my real life. It's like when you buy a Ford Focus, and then you see Ford Focuses everywhere when you buy a car. Like this is how it works. What you attract, what you see, is what you bring to your life. And so I feel like in this situation, do y'all think that? Because I just want to have a conversation about it. I don't. Do you think that black guys actually think white women look better than black women, or they just like what white women do in regards to what
I don't
black
know the
women do?
percentages of how many black men get with black women or black women.
Well, 90%
I
of black men marry black women for the most part.
well, that means they can't prefer them,
What?
right? That means they
I
can't
can't.
prefer them, right?
That's what
Obviously,
You
that's
black
what
can't
I'm
men,
hear me.
saying.
obviously, black men don't prefer white women, bro.
Right.
I think that most of the time it's a phase that a lot of people go through, and if it's not just because you're around a lot of white people, or a lot of black
Yeah.
people are around a lot of white people.
Like in college,
Yeah, that or that you go to you go to your high school. Your high school might be mad hood and ratchet. You dealing with mad hood and ratchet girls. I'm saying hood and ratchet girls at 17 sometimes aren't the same ones at 20 some, but then sometimes they are the same ones at 20 some. You know what I'm saying? So then you do go to college, which is predominantly white. You're not getting none of that. So now you have this notion of I went to this public inner city high school in my small town of whatever. I think all the girls is like this, all the black girls is like this, because that's what I'm around. I go to the big university, state university, all the white girls, no, none of the white girls act like that in college. So now you're talking about a 15, 16-year-old versus 22 you know what I'm saying? 21-year-olds. And then you get a whole different dynamic from that. And then the next time you see a black girl again, you 24, 25, you don't even know how to act with her now. It's been 8 years since you had conversation with a real conversation with a black chick, and she's not that same little chick that you met. That was a little, little hood booger back in the day. This is real people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people are just a product of their environment, and when you think of it like that, like we gotta stop thinking that something that used to be is what is now as well. And not all people should be categorized in the same box. And black men don't prefer, obviously, if 90% are marrying black, don't prefer white women. They just prefer the things that they do because there's a certain notion that
Crazy.
goes.
It's a convenience.
You know what's crazy though? I don't think. Well, I don't. Okay, so I think that a lot of black men. Well, not a lot of black men. Why am I saying that? The few black men that date outside of their race, who date like Latinos or whatever, I think that they have gone through a personal trauma with black women, right? Whether high school breakup,
That's what I'm
mother,
saying,
whatever
yeah.
the situation is, personal trauma. And so what they do is they say, "I'm going to date out because I don't want to," whatever the case is, right? And I don't know why it's back. But anyway, so what I think is that
They
they
hold
think
it
that
against
they think that white girls and Latina girls and Arabic girls are different than black women, and I don't think that's the case. I think women are women. If a woman give you an attitude, just because you think black women give you attitude,
Well,
white girls give attitude
well,
too.
yeah,
Latino women give attitude
yeah,
too.
but no, what you're
They
being,
all give attitude.
but what you're being taught and what you're being funneled that, because bro, there's black chicks don't be acting the same as like the girls I went to college with, bro. And yes, white like women have attitudes, that changes, da 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 da. But it's not. It's the interaction is not the same.
The interaction is different, but the attitude is still the attitude.
Yeah,
You may get it,
everybody
you may
got
receive it
attitude.
differently. Yeah,
Yeah,
you may
everybody got
receive it
attitude.
differently, but to say that she got an attitude, so I don't like her, but you go deal with this type of
It
because
just
you
sounds like
did you
it
say
sounds
this
more
person attitude.
stereotypical. That's just what that is.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The interaction may be different,
Yeah.
but the attitude is still there. To say one is lacking because one is white and one is black is not cool. Or is
I
not
would
right.
say this. I would say this. I think there is a preference for that black men maybe have is towards, I'd say, lighter skinned women in terms of like moving this on to advancing this conversation. I that black men would try to find more light skinned, brown skinned women, more dark skinned women. That's a thing. That's real.
Yeah. That's a
And
thing that's healing the community.
I think yeah, and I think that another thing that's this is that when the problem is when men that say they don't like dark skin women, have a preference, they tend to bash them in the same breath. Like a lot, I see a lot of black girls tweet like, okay, if you like white girls or whatever, but why do you have to bash us in the process? Why do you have to
You
say
lagging
this,
a
that, and
bit.
third about
Bro, you lagging, bro. You lagging, bro.
But
Should I
yeah.
say it again?
No, but I'll say it for you. How
You can't bash them, bash dark skinned women,
say what you
and then
like
try
without
to
having to
bring up
bash somebody else.
yeah.
Just say what you like without having to put somebody else down. Yeah, you like
Or
white
just don't say
girls,
it at all and just do what you want to do. You know what I'm
which
saying? Like
would
just do what
be
you do
Well,
and
you
don't
don't
say
have to
anything
bring
at
them up.
all.
You don't have to bring up. You don't have to bring black women up at all.
like exactly,
Yeah.
bro.
You just do your
But then
thing.
there's cases where certain black men will be with the white girl and be like try to talk down about the dark skinned girl in front of the white girl, and like that's weird. Like what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to accomplish by doing that? Because you're black, you have a black mother, black daughter, black sister, black family members, like you're kind of just portraying your own self-hate. So
100%.
to finish, I wouldn't say that there's a preference for white women over black women, but I would say because colorism exists, a lot of men would typically find a lighter skinned woman more attractive than a black skinned woman or dark skinned woman, which is wrong.
But in the same breath, I definitely think that one versus the other is a lot of I ain't doing that.
Like the
Like that type
the
of stuff.
conversation.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of I feel like
Well,
there's
black women got AAVE. They use their AAVE, and white women are more just like,
no,
oh,
I didn't mean like
well,
no, I don't mean the words. Sorry. I meant like I'm not saying that somebody has to be the word is submissive, and
Oh,
in a relationship, you guys both have to be submissive to each other. There's
yeah.
gonna be times where you have to allow somebody to make decisions and things like that. You don't always have to fight back. And sometimes when you take a L, you take a L as a group. And I think the conversation will lean more towards that other races allow a man to make more of those decisions, or to at least, you know, how we talked about, give them the idea that they're making decisions and things like that. It doesn't have to be a battle for power. There's no power battle. You know, you understand who somebody is in their, what is it, like their masculinity, what they say, let women be in their femininity.
Feminine.
But if you don't allow yourself to be that and allow a man to be that, you're not gonna. You try to be so protective going in there, and so hard going in there, that you don't allow the space to be either one and to enjoy it.
Yeah, I think on a deeper level, when it comes to this topic, I think we both got to kind of we both men and women have to do a better job. I think men have to do a better job of preparing themselves for a woman, because
100%.
the woman that I've dated, the black woman I've dated, I've never had that attitude. Never. I don't even recognize it. Every black woman I've dated has been super feminine, you know what I'm saying, super loving and all that. So I've never dealt with that, which goes to show me that if you are dealing with that, then you are not prepared to take that leadership role or be that person for her.
Got to be a
And
self
so
check.
she feels like I gotta do this, you know, I gotta be independent or do it myself. She's not gonna give you the reins if you don't take reins. So that comes to men, y'all gotta prepare yourself for women, but at the same time, I'm sure there are a few women who are like, I'm still gonna try to take the reins and da da da. Da.
But allow
And some women have
yourself
to be
to be
like,
prepared
allow
for it.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah, for a man
But at
too.
least as a man, allow yourself to be prepared to
Yeah.
take the reins
There's no
and run
prep.
it.
There's just come together. There's no there's no preparation to come together. It's just you try to do it and make things happen. And when you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. Simple as that. And that's
Yeah,
with everything that you do.
right. So we got to be prepared for that. But then at the same time, both of us, we gotta allow each other to love, and she's gotta allow herself to be open.
Yeah.
Guard your heart, but you gotta allow yourself to be like, okay, I'm gonna give him a chance to do this, and if he fails a couple times, all right, then you need to, all right, take your reins back. But we gotta still take chances and allow ourselves to fall and allow ourselves to,
Part of being human, man.
yeah, be human for a moment and just feel. This is a feeling experience. This is an emotional experience that we're living right now. We have to allow ourselves to live in the present, and we can't control everything. We can control the few things like guarding your heart, but we still gotta allow life to happen and experience it to the fullest. And if we don't, then we're doing a disservice to ourselves as men and women.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got. Quick little pod. If you guys have anything else you want to mention, go ahead. But
I know
thank
you got a
everybody
slide
for tuning
today
in.
too.
Say again.
I said I know you got a slide today too.
Yeah, I
bro.
got to slide in a bit, so it's about to get a little hectic soon. So just trying to get some
Things
peace of
together.
mind.
See, the shoes are gone.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was only one back there, but I've been giving them away to some kids, so
That's what's up.
do that probably tonight.
You sign them?
Superstar.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
So, but yeah, if you guys are tuned in, make sure you go peep the YouTube. We got some videos up
We
there.
gotta get them TikToks going. Get the TikTok game.
TikToks are coming.
Let's get a
TikToks are
TikTok.
coming. If you have anything else you want us to talk about, please hit us in the DMs. I'm sure we wouldn't have any problem with it.
Shout out to Fresco.
Shout out to Fresco for joining. That's tough.
On
Shout out to
the
Trey.
early tip too, cause was it 3 hours back that way? 2 hours?
No, he moved. Him and his girl moved to Nebraska.
So they're an hour back? They in
Yeah.
the land of lands right there.
Narnia.
He says nice out there.
I heard it's very beautiful. But I was saying I'm pretty sure it's a lot of like just space.
Trees.
Land. Yeah.
No, ain't no trees. So ain't open.
Cornhuskers
Near
out
Iowa,
there.
near Iowa and all that
Cornhuskers.
stuff.
Corn huskers.
Yeah. Well, anyways, man, appreciate you guys for tuning in. This was fun. We'll be back next week with an even better pod.
Saturday maybe? We don't know.
Probably Saturday morning. We'll
Sounds like
figure it out.
it'll be like that for 3 weeks, and then Trey will be like, "I think we need to change."
We need to go to Friday.
Wait. We've been doing this. We're on episode 18. We've been doing it for 18 weeks, and we've been sticking to the Sunday. So let's not do that. There's no correlation.
Okay.
We're making one change in 18 weeks.
We'll figure it out and let you guys know. Thanks for tuning in, man. Keep the TikTok. We got some videos coming out. As always, for me, Ian Trey, peace.